This is the RegistryBit dashboard walkthrough. After you log in, you will land on this page here, and this is the link, My Profile. This information here has to do with your username and email address, your subscriptions, orders, any monetary transactions or upgrades, and of course logout. Very, very basic managing your account. The most important thing, of course, about the system is using and creating blockchain secured documents, which is here under the My Dashboard link. So let's get started. Simply just select the My Dashboard icon here, and it'll take you to the application dashboard. Here is where you'll process all your files, and we'll go through a walkthrough. This here is for quickly uploading and processing a singular file. This is for multiple files. This has to do with your account and the actual number of files processed and all, exporting and backing up your documents. And we will walk through each one of those collectively. First, let's talk about what we see at the top of this page. We have the process date, we have the file name, file title, file type, file details, very importantly, privacy. And there's two options, on or off, which is yes or no. We'll talk about that. And then also the ability to verify your file after it has been processed. So we will see each one of these as we process a new file, and we'll address each one individually. So we click Process New File. We navigate to select the document. In this case, I've got one here ready to go, the Johnson Jones office building offer. We'll load that up. You'll notice that almost instantly the file was fingerprinted. This fingerprinting happens locally on your computer. It does not happen on our server. That file remains on your computer. It's locally processed in the JavaScript in the application, and it creates that digital fingerprint. We have no idea what's inside that file, and it happens instantly, so it's very secure. Next, you'll notice that we also pre-populate the file name down here for your convenience. However, you can certainly rename that file, and in this case I'm going to do that for demonstration purposes. We're going to go ahead and let's call that the Jones Office Building Offer, and we're going to call that, you don't even have to have an extension on it, it doesn't make a difference, Remax Palm Beach. We'll go ahead and call this a legal document for a quick tag, and we'll add some information here with Agent Williams and Barbara. We can also include other information, brick building, parking lot, let's say $2 million, $3 million offer, other data that's all searchable. And then finally, the most important thing is I'm going to leave this information down here public, so it'll be shared with others when they validate the file. Let's go ahead and clear that, and we will go ahead and now submit it to the blockchain. It takes about 1 second per hash. So if you had done a multi-file project and you had multiple hashes loaded into the browser, for each hash you have, it takes about 1 to 2 seconds to process. You will see that in another demonstration. The document is processed, and you'll notice our dashboard has been updated with the information we put in. Now, I'm going to use this Verify button here, and this is going to show you when a third party comes to validate this file or test it, this is the information that they will see when they validate this. So I'll click on Verify. And you'll see my information. It was a legal document. There's the file name that I changed, and here's my searchable information. And you'll notice here that the file has been validated. Of course, that means the file exists, and also that I've been validated as a user on the system through the KYC process. Very, very important. Now I'm going to do just something here very, very quick. We can also tag this file, for example, private. Let's say that we do not want to share this information. We can edit that on the fly. And the next time that somebody, you'll notice now it is marked yes for private. And when somebody validates that file, you'll notice here that all the information that you had decided that you wanted to share or not share, you can turn that on and off. It still says that the file's valid, it says the creator's valid, but none of the other information is valid. So you can, or verified. So you have the ability on the fly to decide whether or not you want to share the metadata with other people. And that can be changed at any time. So I'm going to close out that validation box, close out that, and I'm going to exit and log out of the system at this point in time and return to the home page. At this point, I'd like to demonstrate verify file. And this is what's really, really great about our system, is that anybody that you share a file with can come to our website, they don't need an account, and they can validate a file. So for example, in the last demonstration, or the last part of the demo we did, we had a contract that we had shared, and let's say another agent wants to verify that they are using the correct file and that there's been no changes to it prior to closing. They could simply take that PDF document. In this case, it was the Smith-Jones office building. And a matter of fact, which is very interesting, is it can even have a different name, and it doesn't affect the originality of that. We can call it parking lot. Whoops. Parking log. Oh, we'll even call it parking log. So we'll select the parking log. We'll say, OK, open. It fingerprinted the file, which will be the exact same fingerprint as it was before. It makes no difference what the file name is. It's what's in the file that counts. We'll check now, and we'll notice it was just as it was before. It was marked private. However, the validator here does check that the file is on the system. It's a valid file, and the person that created it is valid. To further make the point here, I will go ahead and I will then log back in as the user. Okay, we'll log in. We will proceed to the dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and change this to turn off privacy. I'm going to log back out. Proceed to the verify page. Once again, as a third party wants to validate the file, even though the name has been changed, they can upload it. The file's instantly fingerprinted on their computer. They check it, and there it is, and now the information is shared. So you have the ability to turn on and off the metadata, and the validity clears and checks. Okay, that's the end of our main dashboard walkthrough at this point. Thank you for joining us.